Welcome to another episode of Ship Award, my review of About Time.
Ship Award. When ship happens, I'm there.
About Time is directed by Richard Curtis. It stars Rachel McAdams. Now, the story of this movie is that it's about this guy named Tim. At the age of 21, his father tells him that he has the ability to time travel to the past, not to the future, just to the past. And Tim takes this ability that he now has and he uses it for one reason and one reason only, and that is to get himself a girlfriend, because he's an awkward guy. He doesn't have luck with girls, so he takes this ability that he can always go back and fix what he does and says to girls, and he uses it to get himself a girlfriend. And that's Rachel McAdams' character, Mary. And that's when the story starts, where he starts his relationship with Mary, and they start dating, they get engaged, they get married, they start having kids, and basically the whole movie is about his life with her and his ability to time travel and go back in time and fix things whenever he messes up things in their relationship or just in his life in general. He goes back and he fixes these problems that he has. But as the story progresses, you see him like starting to realize that what he has, these mistakes he makes, are things that are important in life. You gotta make these mistakes to learn from them. You gotta make these mistakes to progress yourself in your relationship or with your life in general. And time traveling isn't always the right answer to always fixing whatever you mess up. So that's pretty much the whole premise of this movie. It's not spoiling anything because there's a lot of other things that happen in this film. Overall, I really enjoyed this movie. I thought the acting was great. I loved the relationship between Mary and Tim. That romance was really endearing and cute. I really enjoyed it. It really gave a lot to the movie. The comedy in this movie is hilarious. If you've ever seen Love Actually, it's the same type of comedy. Hilarious. It's so funny. I laughed so much during this movie. This movie, even though it's very light and it's very, full of humor and stuff like that, there is a moment in this film that I started bawling like such a chick. It was ridiculous because I wasn't expecting it, and when it happened I was like tears coming down my face and I'm like, what's going on? I was just laughing a moment ago and now I'm crying. Why do you do this to me, movie? How dare you? Because it was like out of nowhere. I wasn't expecting it. I wasn't emotionally prepared for this one particular scene that I thought was so cute, and oh my god, it was ridiculous. Like tears, okay? Tears, people. So overall, I really enjoyed this movie. Music was great. I love the music in this movie. Okay, you know that one score in the Gravity teaser that you hear in the teaser trailer for Gravity? It's played throughout this whole movie, which was freaking awesome. And then they had some great pop music too, which I really liked as well. Again, the acting was wonderful, the romance was wonderful, the humor was great. Overall, this movie was an excellent movie, and I recommend this to everyone to go see. I mean, if you have any remote interest to see this movie in theaters, go see it because it was a really good film. I had a lot of fun with it. So that is all for this episode of Ship Award. Thank you for watching, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. Escape from Tomorrow is directed by first-time director Randy Moore, and the big thing about this movie is that he directed this film in Disney World and Disneyland without Disney knowing about it or getting Disney's permission. So the story itself is about this guy named Jim and his family. They're in Disney World here in Orlando. They're on vacation. It's their last day on vacation, and Jim finds out that he lost his job. And as the story progresses, you see that Jim doesn't really have a very happy life. His wife doesn't really like him. His son